Carolina, nice to meet you. I'm Mari.
Hi, konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not dressed as well as you are. I wish that I had all my...
So, next time, let's take a photo.
We will have to do that at some point.
I'm excited for today, but I'm a little nervous because I cannot speak English so much. So
That's okay.
if I make a mistake English, so it doesn't mean it.
That's okay.
Thank you. So,
My Japanese is no good, so...
so today I will talk with you about your sports and your country as an event. So this year is the 10th anniversary diplomatic relations between Japan and Cook Islands. So the event is logo, this one.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so Japanese woman designed it.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
I love it.
That all like a Maori style and crane
Yeah.
and cherry blossom. So we should
Yeah.
continue the diplomatic relations for a long time. I'm an Ayurvedic therapist and I run my spa in Kyoto. Do you know Kyoto, west of Japan?
No.
So Kyoto is older city for a long time. Yeah, so Tokyo to Kyoto, about 500 kilometers. It's so far. Yeah, so
I've only been to Tokyo. Only been twice.
Twice. So
Yeah.
before COVID-19, you've been in Japan.
Yes, I was lucky enough to come before COVID, so I came for World Cups and I swam over in Tokyo in the old pool before the new one was built. So I feel quite lucky to have got to see around a little bit. Obviously, the Olympics, we didn't get too much chance to do that, so I love it. So it's amazing, and the food is good.
So what kind of food in Japan do you like it?
I love takoyaki balls.
Oh, wow. So West Side culture, takoyaki in Osaka. Yeah,
Yes.
I love it.
Delicious.
Yeah, so I heard you are from Palmerston in Cook Islands, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's where my family are from.
so your family lives in there now?
So I've got most of my immediate family in New Zealand now, and I'm training in New Zealand, but I've got family still in the Cook Islands, but more so in Rarotonga, and then I've got extended family in Palmerston Island. Yeah.
Wow,
We're all sort of related one way or another.
So I see only the photo Palmerston in the book. So beautiful at all. So
Yeah.
How long does it take Rarotonga to Palmerston?
There's different ways of getting there, but mainly just by boat. So I haven't actually been myself. I've not been yet. So that's one of the things that I'd love to do, is to go back to Palmerston Island. But yeah, it is a little bit tricky to get to, and when I'm training so much, it's a little bit hard to take that time off to go. But yeah, by boat is the main way to get there.
So when you was childhood, so did you swim in the lagoon in the Palmerston?
I didn't myself. I've been training in New Zealand for most of my life, so I've been training since young in New Zealand. So yeah, I've I've been quite lucky in that way. But the squads that are in Cook Islands still, they're training in the lagoon. They're doing really well as well. So they've got a few teams there and some up and coming swimmers. So they're putting the lane ropes out in the lagoon, and it's amazing what they're doing. So hopefully I can go back once sort of the borders reopen and I can get back and help out as well. But yeah.
I'd like to visit there.
Yes, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
So are you in Japan at the moment?
Sorry, I get that.
Are you in Japan at the moment?
Here?
In Japan or?
Yeah. I'm living in Japan. So I've been Cook Islands 4 times.
Awesome.
Because I have starting import Tamanu skincare oils from Rarotonga to Japan since 2016 May.
Okay.
So
wow.
Before COVID-19, I've been to visit Rarotonga, and I studied once with my boys. I have 2 sons. Elder son is now 17 years old, and younger son is 15 years old. So both are high school students.
Do they like sports?
Yeah. Now, my younger son played the Japanese archery.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Very clever.
I don't know Japanese archery rules, but he is interested in the sports. My elder son was running for track and field, but that stopped in the high school. He played saxophone in brass band.
Fair enough. Multi-talented.
No. So they also been to Cook Islands once in Aitutaki. So it was first time for them go to abroad.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So they was moved to the beautiful lagoon. Yeah. So my local town is no sea. How can I say? So beautiful lagoon is wow, beautiful.
Yes. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I enjoyed it.
So every time I visit the island, more and more love the Cook Islands and beautiful culture, like this beautiful lagoon. Everyone smile.
Yes.
I love the word Kiaorana.
Yes.
Yeah. And food. So ikamata. Love.
I love ikamata. Yes.
Yeah. I made the YouTube how to making ikamata in the event.
Yes. Oh.
So what kind of food do you like in local food?
Oh, I'm a bit naughty. I love Cook Island donuts and
Say that again.
Cook Island donuts.
Donuts, yeah.
Not too many of them, but I love them.
I'm surprised in the Cook Islands. I stayed at Muri Beach Club Hotel. So at that time, one of the wedding ceremony. So donuts, many welcome on the welcome board.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So it's culture and Cook Island style wedding with donuts?
I feel like that's more of it's a little bit more of a modern twist, but I mean, it still could be part of it, but more a modern twist than kind of traditional.
Yeah. So kinds of donuts, simple taste or with flavor. Do you like it?
More simple, yeah.
More simple, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. So and big donuts, I think.
They can be. I'll see if I have photos. Bear with me for 1 second. There we are. This is sort of what they would look like.
Wow, lots of donuts.
So they look simple, but they're really good. Really naughty, but good.
So, for example, your breakfast or another eating time with donuts?
Well, I mean, it's more like we like to have them, and some of my family friends would make them like on a Sunday as more of a after church sort of special occasion. But then, like, just for breakfast, especially, you know, when I'm in the islands, it's you kind of just crave fresh fruit. Anything kind of fresh is what you feel like. You don't usually feel too much like anything too heavy. And it's kind of the same in New Zealand as well. I love fresh fruit. I usually stick to kind of fresh fruit for breakfast, and then only on special occasions will I have a donut.
So take care of it.
I try and stop my family from making them too. Otherwise they'll eat them all.
I think as an athlete, so take care of your body, balance of diet.
What's that?
Sorry.
Do you mean like what would my diet be like? Like what do I usually eat, or?
Yeah, so because you are athlete, so what do you care your body for the athlete?
Well, I guess it's definitely not donuts every day. But usually I do keep to a pretty not so strict that I can't have anything, but especially sort of the months leading up to the Olympics or main competition, I'll make sure that, you know, I stick to what's recommended by my nutritionist, and but I tend to eat pretty normal food and everything in moderation, I like to say. And anything, I kind of think of food as fuel to your body, so I like to eat good food. I like to eat healthy food, and I like to eat things that are fresh, and but I also like to eat things that taste good. So a good mix.
Yeah. Mix is better. When I was young, so maybe 20 years ago, I was very fat. So I do the massage job for my clients. Yeah. So
that would be pretty hard work. So
I'm not good at sports.
Oh, that's all right.
So because I played oboe in students long time, so I didn't do any sports. But
that's all right.
I like swim.
Yes. I feel like, especially with swimming, like as long as you can kind of swim to survive or swim to save yourself, and you can enjoy the water, especially when you're in the cooks as well, then that's the main thing.
So congratulations, you are the latest personal best and national record.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, so cool. I watched the swimmer race on the Japanese TV show. So your game and Wesley's game was so cool. Wow. And after I watched the Mr. Romani post on the Facebook. Wow, national record. Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was very exciting. I sort of touched the wall and turned around and saw my time, and I was just like, oh! Like I feel like you kind of underestimate how hard it is to perform at like an event like the Olympics. And I kind of went into the Olympics thinking, oh, I won't be too nervous. I've done some of these competitions before, but nothing like I just couldn't. There was nothing that could prepare me for the nerves that came with racing there. And I just remember being in the call room, sitting there like, oh my gosh, this is happening, sort of rubbing the sweat off my hands a little bit. But yeah, it was an amazing opportunity, and I feel so blessed to have been able to walk away with personal best times and Cook Island records as well.
Thank you for telling me.
So every day you go to swim?
Yes. So I
how long time do you practice in the?
Yeah. Well, usually, right now we're in lockdown in New Zealand. But leading up to the Olympics, I was training 1 hour and a half to 2 hour sessions a week. So 10 of those, and then 4 gym sessions on top of that. So quite a lot of training. 14 sessions a week was the base sort of training, and then you kind of fitted all your sort of recovery things around that.
Athlete life is very hard.
Yes, definitely. It's I mean, you can't get there without it, but I think I just love swimming. So it doesn't really feel like, I mean, some days are harder than other days, and some days you sort of drag yourself out of bed at 4:30 in the morning. But as a whole, I mean, I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. And so I love hopping into the pool, even if it's really difficult and completely grueling sessions and that sort of things. I still love it.
For us, amazing. So athlete is more how can I say English, but Japanese すごい. So wonderful.
Oh, well, the Japanese athletes are absolutely incredible, and I love watching them. I wish, I do wish that, unfortunately with COVID, we couldn't have spectators, but it would have been amazing because, I mean, Japan did such an amazing job of the Olympics, and I think all of us are so grateful for that. But just being there and seeing all the other countries as well, it's, I mean, just incredible.